What did you think? You were going to talk smack to a rapper and he was going to stay quiet?
Hello humans, and welcome to the Gen X Gamer Show, the show with the most macho gameplay style delivering video game entertainment with guaranteed below average gameplay to help your video gaming self-esteem. And now, from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, and directly from my laptop to the fruited plains of the US, to the world, welcome to the Gen X Gamer Show.
Hello humans and welcome to Gen X Gamer. Today, another episode of Versus. Once again, it's SOULJA Boy versus the YouTube e-begging community of retro gamers. Somebody just got triggered. Alright guys, this is Counterpoint Versus. And what this is an exercise into looking at the other side of the coin, right? Usually when it comes to news and everything else, YouTubers fall in line like lemmings to. And what I invite you to do is to try to see at the other side of the coin, however hard it may be for you to do, because you know there's two sides to every story. Now, getting back to SOULJA Boy, what did SOULJA Boy say besides some colorful language against YouTubers? He called them nerds. Was he lying?
When you search for SOULJA Boy console on YouTube, this is what you get. So I wouldn't call him a liar based on that statement.
No, he wasn't. Most of these guys don't seem like the type of guys that would go into a bar and pick up anybody. As a matter of fact, a lot of these guys seem like they haven't had a shower for a few days, and judging by the size of their waistlines, they don't get out much or do anything. So he wasn't lying about that, so let's not get mad. I'm not saying all you retro YouTubers are like that, but a lot of them are. And our community is nerdy. We have to accept that, right? I might be one of the coolest guys out there, but when it comes to gaming, and if you know I'm getting called to be a nerd because I love games and how much I play, I own it. I love it. Yeah, that's all me. Call me a nerd because I will not stop playing games. So that to me is not an insult, right? For these guys, it's a rather, accurate description of who they are. Many of them, right? So in general terms, he was not lying. That's number one, right? Counterpoint. Number two, we have a cultural difference, okay? Now, many of you that are watching me are not from the major metropolitan areas, right? And we just have a different way about doing things. Now, let me tell you, a bunch of these YouTubers in the streets, they would just be a bunch of cackling manginas, for the ones that are men, okay? Talking smack, talking ish about another man's business, right? And that's the culture, right? In Los Angeles, it doesn't matter what somebody else is doing, mind your business, right? And I'm not saying if somebody's attacking somebody else, and if you see a crime on the street, man, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody's minding their own business, doing their own thing, working on their own hustle. It's not up to you to come over there and start talking smack about what he's doing, because you will get smacked just like YouTubers got smacked and now they're all triggered, right? Did SOULJA Boy have a right to strike back? Yes, he did. If you listen to some of these guys, they weren't only just reporting the fact, the ROMs, and the ROMs this and the ROMs that. ROMs that many of these guys own. ROMs that a lot of the companies that send them stuff for review for free, which they benefit from, they gladly take. That's not a problem. But they start clowning the guy, right? They start clowning him. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's stupid. Da 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 da. Not paraphrasing here, but you can look at the videos. A lot of the videos are being condescending towards the guy, disrespectful, and a lot of them were plain out wishing for the guy to go to jail. right? If you go on the street, trust me, not one of these guys, the Soulja Boy was out in the streets and he's out selling video game consoles in a store, not one of these brave souls will go out to him and talk the smack that they were talking on video, because on video, these guys are really brave. On the streets, if you go down in LA and some guy's selling bootleg whatever, and you go over there and start talking smack to him, you're gonna come out without teeth, most likely, because they're already bootleggers. You know, they're not they're not shining citizens. So if you start talking smack to a guy, wishing that he goes to jail, getting into his business, what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think he's gonna call you? A lot of you came up straight clowning the guy, right? That he's overcharging. What he charges, okay, let's pretend that, you know, they didn't have any ROMs. Let's say he's just buying stuff from China and trying to sell it for 3 times the price. What's the problem? How does it affect you? You can say, okay, well, you know, I mean, you shouldn't buy that. If there's a lower price, you could buy it over here. And some of YouTubers did that, but a lot of them went overboard and said, well, you know, he's ripping people off. Well, you get ripped off all the time. If you go to Nordstrom and you pay, you know, 8 times what it costs to make them, are you pissed off there? Do you get pissed off when you buy Nikes that are made by kids in factories, you know, and then it costs them $3 to make and you're paying $120 and you're like, not a problem there, right? So don't be hypocritical. You're wearing t-shirts. These t-shirts we wear, right? You pay $20 for them, you know, how much are they making for them, right? It costs like $3. I mean, I don't see a great outrage over that. I don't see you calling out companies for that, right? Because we don't. It really doesn't matter. It's none of my business. If I want to buy it, I'll buy it. If I don't want to buy it, I don't buy it. I'll try to get a better deal. But that's not what you did. What you did is you clowned the man, you got into his business, and then he clapped back. Now, I'm not saying don't report on this stuff. I'm saying is if you make it personal towards anybody in the industry, don't act like little crybabies when they come after you. I'm so offended. I can't do that. I can't take this. Oh, he's interested. No, take it like a man. As a man, you should have criticized his business model. You shouldn't have criticized the man. That's where you took it too far, and that's where you open yourself up for him to come back and clap back at you. You have no reason to complain. If you didn't want to take any of the heat, if you didn't want, you know, any of the stuff he's dishing out, you shouldn't have came at him like that. And what are you complaining about, man? He came after you because you came after him. So that, humans, is the other side of the coin. Who's right? Who's wrong? Woo! I'm a player from way back in the day. Woo!